Hello and welcome to the Script with Queen Viola. Thank you so much for watching our videos of the script. And right now you can catch them either on Kiss TV or even you can catch them on my YouTube channel. But you need to subscribe first. And yeah, Story with Queen Viola. Today I am having a Nelson or MCee Okwandit Nelson. And while he is an event organizer, he is an MC. He is as well a writer, and generally, he said he is a hustler. Welcome you. You're
Pleasure.
welcome.
Pleasure.
Yeah, thank you for honoring the invitation first, I should say.
It's a pleasure. It's a big
And yeah,
pleasure.
I should be also saying thanks to TZCam Music for bringing this up, and also thanks to Difahin now for giving us this very space. And to my guests straight away, let's get to know Nelson. Who is Nelson? Or who is MCee Okwandit? Is Nelson different from MCee Okwandit?
Nelson is different. I mean, is actually different from MCee Okwandit because Nelson is a father. He's a lovely husband. Now, MCee Okwandit is an event organizer. He's an event planner, and then Mandela is the writer.
Wait, so Nelson is a father.
He's a father.
MCee Okwandit is an event
Organizer and anything to do with entertainment. And then Mandela is the writer.
Is the writer.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
wow.
we have three people in one.
How do you have three people in one? Like how
Yeah,
is
it happens. It happens, and that's how I am because
So
I do a
what-
lot of things.
Why have you decided to have three people in one?
Okay, like when I'm home, I'm a different person. Like if you see me playing with my son, you might think that he's my brother, and then if you see me with my wife, you might think that she's my sister. So I'm a different person, and then MCee Okwandit is a different person because when I'm on the stage, I'm totally different. You know, you need to hype up the people, you need to bring the love, like make people feel whatever that you're doing. And now Mandela, the writer, of course, is also a different person because when you're writing, it's a peace of mind. Like you're telling people a story, so you're totally different. Like when I'm in my bedroom, writing. Trust me, even my son knows that dad is writing. He will not come to this stuff. So that's how I do my things.
So where did the inspiration come from to be a different person? Because I know that people would want to be the same. Okay, like they could still entertain at home, entertain wherever they go. So where does the inspiration come from?
Okay, I think they love to make it in life. Like, you know, we have a lot of visions, we have a lot of dreams, and at times, if we don't do more than two things, it's a little bit difficult to achieve what you want to achieve. Like if you focus yourself on one thing, that one thing might not pay school fees for your kids, that one thing might not fuel your car, that one thing might not, foot all the bills that you want to foot. So that love for me to achieve in life is what made me to divide myself in all those categories that I've shared with you.
So which one is an easy person? Because I want to talk to the easy person.
It's all is the easiest person.
No, I mean,
I think
the one that is a little bit tricky. So I want to talk to the easy person.
MCee Okwandit is the most easiest
so
person.
let me talk
Yeah.
to MCee Okwandit then. Like, how is it like being an MC and an event organizer in Juba? I mean, what kind of events as well do you organize?
Okay, I've been doing general events, any kind of event. Always, okay, let's say if you have a birthday party, people always hire me to do their birthday parties. Like I bring the sound system, I organize who will entertain you during your birthday, and then also I'm also blessed to have a restaurant, a food business called Okef. So the kind of events I do come with a whole package. So you have the entertainment part of it, you have the food, you have the drinks. Yeah, so that is it.
Okay, so you didn't answer me. Like, how is it like being an event organizer?
It's amazing.
Here in Juba?
It's amazing.
It is.
It's amazing because you learn. You get to meet a lot of people. I've met a lot of people. People who are short-tempered, people who are loyal, people who are stubborn, people who people who lie. Like you tell somebody that okay, I will charge you £50,000 for me to do for you this, and then the person says, okay, fine, that is small money, I'll pay. And then maybe the person pays a half of that money. Now for you to get that balance, it comes.
You have to run.
My friend, you have to. Sometimes you call and the person doesn't pay. You do this. So I've met a lot of people, and I've also learned how to relate and how to deal with people, because there are so many people. We are blessed with over 72 tribes. So I can proudly tell you that I've met almost every tribe. So different tribes behave differently, and also it depends on the culture. Like people who are a little bit exposed behave different. People who are not exposed behave different. People who are educated behave different. People who are not educated behaves different. So I've learned how to, how to live with people.
And then you should also teach me how to be patient enough. Holding my money. Oh my God! I think. So let's talk about music a little bit. Like I've seen a couple of articles from you on the newspaper.
Yeah.
So before actually we get there, do you only write for newspaper, or you also write for a website or any other thing?
At the moment, I only write for the newspaper, and now I'm not actively writing. I decided to give it a break. I decided to give it a break because there's a new paper in town called Number One Citizen. By the way, I'm also a brand builder, so I'm trying to build the brand of the paper and make sure that the paper shines. So all my focus is now how to build a brand for the paper. But once in a while, I drop in some few stories.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how do you always select someone to write about?
I don't really pick. Like,
how do you get your stories?
How do I get my stories? Okay, I'm blessed to know what will be at the interest of the people. Okay, so several times you find a young boy or a young girl, she's extremely talented and she has an amazing story in her song. So those are the kind of people I always try my best. Okay, let's say if I listen to a song, let's say on CDFM, now I'll do my best to find out who is behind that song, who is the artist, who is being managed, who is the manager of the artist, until the last bit where I get to know the artist. Yes.
So you have to pay?
No, it's free. It's absolutely free of charge.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Then that is interesting.
Free of charge.
So talking about you liking someone, our music is evolving. It just keeps on changing every single time. So where do you see our music in the next, 5 years? As you also, I think what you're doing is more like also promoting us,
okay.
The artist, more like marketing. So where do you see us in 5 years time? Talking of Grammys.
5 years it's been too long. Yeah.
Wait, what?
In my own opinion, it's too long. We might need only 1 year. Okay. On one condition: if we can love our own talent, if we can appreciate our own talent, then we need only 1 year. Now within that 1 year, boom, we will be there. But as long as we don't love our own talent, as long as we don't appreciate our own talent, it doesn't matter the kind of money we'll pour into the industry. Okay? It won't take us anywhere.
So there's always this thing that comes up every single time when we start discussing about South Sudanese music. Like, artists feel like, okay, maybe 80% of the artists feel like we don't actually support them. And for you, of course, I feel like you also know their part. So, like, in all your events, do you guys play South Sudanese songs? As you have said, we need to support. Like, how are we supposed to support South Sudanese music? Should be actually the biggest question here.
Okay, how are we supposed to support South Sudanese music? First of all, we need to love it. We need to appreciate it. I can give you a good example. I started writing entertainment stories back in 2015. And I think Silver X was the first person I wrote a story about. He went to Australia. I followed his Australia journey, his events and all that was reflected in the paper. Now, from that time until now, I have almost like 1,000 piles of newspapers in my room with stories. So one thing is we need to appreciate, we need to love our own. Once we love our own, the rest is history. And then maybe also to the artist, I feel they have to be down to earth and easy to approach. I mean, you can catch up with Silver, you can catch up with Kembe. You don't even know that Kembe is the legend that everybody talks about. He's a down to earth, simple guy. We have these artists with one hit and then they go bragging around town. They feel too big. Okay? So the best is our artists have to be down to earth, be simple, be approachable. And I mean, they have to work hard. People think that our music industry is the easiest music industry for one to break through. But it is the opposite. It is the hardest and the roughest industry for one to break through. Okay? I mean...
Okay, you've just confused me.
Okay. People think, because of our population, people think that it's easier for any talent to break through. Like for the whole country to know him or know her. But then, our industry, it is the hardest industry for one to break through. Like, it's not easy. Like, you not come with your one song and then you think you will break through. And then if you look at other artists, let's say John Frog, do you know how many years, when he started doing music?
So I was surprised actually. I thought he started his songs with Gondosa.
No. Way back. He has been in the game. He has been doing music, but it was not easy. Okay, his songs were hard, yes. But Gondo Circuit was his breakthrough. And when did Gondo Circuit break? I mean, is it 2 years ago? 2 years ago?
2018, 19.
Yes, that's when the song break through. And then that's when everybody got to know who John Frog is. But then also, if you look at the life of John Frog, I personally know him. He's a very down-to-earth person. Even at this level whereby his songs are rocking, it's still a very simple guy and easy to approach. And that is what our artists need to learn. Be easy, let your music talk for you.
Well, now that will be a little bit tricky because up to now, still there are artists who are fighting media houses, media personalities, because they feel like their songs are not being played. Okay. Now, how will an artist how will a media person approach someone who fights back? You know, it's a little bit tricky. And again, just to also ask you maybe on that one, you know, there are artists who have been in the music industry. For you who has been analyzing music, you should be knowing how they maintained it. How do you think some artists maintain it in the same level, like they bring heat after heat? I think the easiest I can say is Hard Live. I mean, how have they been doing that, and how can an artist do that?
I think the artists like who have been keeping it to the game, they have been studying the market, what is trending. Crazy Folks in 2016 with his Anna Guide song, that was a boom. It rocked. That song went on until 2019, that's when it started fading. From 2016, now imagine 2-3 years, Anna Guide was still rocking. Okay? Now, from 2016 up to 2018, he has been doing music, but it hasn't been easier for him to break through. So most of the artists, in my own opinion, they have to study the market, study the industry. What kind of song do people like, and what is the current situation of the people? Okay, like at the moment, what is the current? What are people facing? Life is hard. Things are hard. If someone can come up with a song, a very creative song, creative, you know what I mean? Creative in such a way that you are educating the young people, telling them to go and work, telling them to do whatever they can do, telling people to love to love one another, telling people to play whatever role they can play to make sure that our country is a beautiful country for everybody to live in. So, and then also, it also comes back on creativity. We are not creative.
That I can give you a credit.
We are not creative. Okay? Why do we want to copy and paste? In my own opinion, have a song, have your idea of what you want to do. Go to the producer and tell him your idea. And if the producer is trying to copy and paste, tell him no. I need something new, something unique. And you stand your ground as an artist. Do not let a music producer produce something for you. It should be a collective effort. You and the music producer, at the end of the studio time, you should come up with something that you agree with, and the producer also says, yeah, this is perfect. And boom.
So, do you think, okay, just to connect with the music producers, do you think sometimes it's very hard for them to communicate? That they have to work on maybe copied beats, copied tune and all that? Copied tunes are, okay, sometimes might not be bad, but how do you can copy a tune? Like if you go in other places, people buy what they call, is it beats or something like that? Yeah.
So you can buy.
There should be one producer who is
yes. So you can buy beats, but now how do you make sure that the beats that you've bought rhymes with the lyrics? What now fails us is the lyrics. Okay, you can't start singing about. Okay, let's say you're repeating the same word. Like if someone sits there and analyzes your song, let's say 2 or 3 verses is related to what so and so had sung back in the days. You get the point. Now, what are you doing? You're not doing anything. And then if you have a feeling that music is not for you, if you're not talented, look for where you belong. Okay?
Well, I think most of
Simple
these
as that.
are like looking for fame instead of actual education.
Viola, let me tell you one thing. There's no fame in South Sudan. Me, I don't see any fame. Okay, people say, MCee Okwandit, blah, blah. Okay, I'm not famous. Me, I don't know. I'm not famous.
You should be.
No.
I mean, you are an MC.
Listen, how do you define fame? To me, I define fame in such a way that you do something for your society. The day that Mandela, MCee Okwandit builds a music school, that's the day I will say, yes, I'm famous. I've done it. The day that I'll be able to build, let's say, an orphanage, I will say I've done it. Okay? The day I feel I can change lives of thousands of people is the day that I will say I'm famous. But just being an MC and on stage and cracking some few jokes, it doesn't make you famous. Being an artist with one hit song doesn't make you famous. Being a writer with so many stories, it doesn't make you famous. To me, being famous is how you use your position to change the lives of people. And it shouldn't be only one person, hundreds of people. Go back to the US. See what Lil Wayne has done in his own neighborhood. I mean, people within the neighborhood, they benefit from Lil Wayne being a person. They have free water, they have blah, blah, blah. They benefit. But now, come to my neighborhood in Rock City where I stay, where my home is. Okay, fine. Maybe the only thing that my neighborhood benefit from is if I call the guys of the water truck, they bring water. Then
but are you the one paying for that?
I'm not even the one paying. No, maybe they benefit in such a way that because sometimes when there's no water in the neighborhood, I have this one guy that I always call. So he comes and then,
so
and they still.
So famous,
No. There's nothing like that.
Okay, now we really have limited time. What would you want to say about, what could be your last words when it comes to music? As you said, you've given it only 1 year, which is like quite good, by the way. So what could be your last words?
My last word is let's love each other. Let's appreciate each other. I appreciate what you have come up with. The script. No one has ever thought about it. Okay? Now we need to, I appreciate it with all my heart. And I came here with all my heart. Okay? There should be no beef. I don't even see the reason why we should beef each other. Okay, are you flying your private jet?
Maybe soon.
So why should I beef you? I'm not saying that if you're made it in life, I should beef you. No. Like, we should be there for one another. We should love, appreciate one another. That's the only way we can move.
And thank you so much for watching, and make sure you follow and as well subscribe to my YouTube channel, Quin Viola, on Facebook, Twitter, IG, and also make sure you follow Kiss TV on Facebook and on Twitter. You can catch up with our program on the Thursdays, that is from 6:30 to 7 p.m. and then on Fridays from noon, that is 12 to 12:30. And as well, thank you so much to Tizikam Music, one of the best level right here in South Sudan. That will be taking as far by the way. Check out as well them on Facebook, Twitter, and IG. Thanks so much for watching, and yeah, God bless you.